Hi, it's Frank.delrio here with Century 21 and welcome back to my video blog. So today's topic, we're going to go over tax appeals for your property's assessed value. In 1978, California voters passed Proposition 8, and it was a constitutional amendment that allows a temporary reduction in assessed value when a property suffers a decline in value. Now, a decline in value occurs when the market value of the property is less than the current assessed value as of January 1st, which pretty much means the entire state of California. So if you're considering appealing your tax assessment, now's the time to submit that request. Make sure that it's into the assessors by before April 30th, at least a week or two prior to then, because they actually file, it needs to be filed by April 30th, so you want to make sure you get in a couple of weeks sooner. So today I want to go over with you a couple of things that you need to know about requesting this reassessment for your property. To make it simple, what I did was I went ahead and added the links to the assessors for each of the counties that we cover, Orange County, LA County, and San Bernardino County. And if you see below here in the blog, we have those links for you. Now you can get the forms that you need, and as well as go over some of the frequently asked questions that are on the site for you. Now what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fill out a form. And here's what it looks like right here. If we can zoom right on in. That's the form you're going to have to fill out. It's all online, and it's actually called a request for informal assessment review. And basically what you're going to need to do is fill out all of your contact information, property information, and then you're going to have to submit 3 comparable sales, recent closed sales. Now, you're going to need these comparable sales justifying that the value has gone down from where the city has you assessed at. Now, the sales that you submit, they have to be as close to January 1st as possible, but no later than March 31st. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, where do you get all this information from? And simply email me to frank@frank.delrio sales, or give me a quick call, 626-780-2705, and I'll provide you with all of the comparables that you need, as well as the current assessment of your property. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for you so we can help you save a couple of dollars here on your property taxes. And it's a simple process, essentially, but you know, unfortunately, it's not something that the assessor is really making a big effort to help homeowners with. I mean, heaven forbid, they actually help us save some money, you know. So if you know that this information could be helpful for yourself, send me an email. If you think maybe it may be helpful for a friend, a family member, why don't you forward this email over to them, because it could also help them with their property. You know, as always, I'm looking to be your real estate resource with, you know, anything revolving around real estate. And so if you have any questions, or you have some concerns, even some hallucinations about the information or even our real estate market, don't hesitate to give me a call, 626-780-2705, or you can also send me an email to frank@frankdelriosales.com. I'd like to end on a different note than the topic we're talking about. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but more than 30% of our local real estate market is bank foreclosures and short sales right now. A number of people have asked me to help them out of their tough home ownership position, and we're doing a great job in helping them right now. At the same time, I had someone recently come to me, and you know, they lost their home to foreclosure, but they were working with someone else at that time, you know, and they told me that they were a little embarrassed to bring it to my attention in the beginning because, you know, the people that we know together, and they wanted to make sure that nobody found out. And I mean, in the end here, everyone found out, and they lost the home to foreclosure. And I don't ever want something like that to happen again while I'm in the real estate market. So I want you to know that there is absolutely nobody on this planet more qualified to help you in these challenging times than me. I know there are more people out there today who need my help. You know, so I'm asking you if you can think of anyone that could really use some help or advice with their real estate in these challenging economic times. Any family members, maybe your neighbors, some friends, co-workers, maybe even people at church. I want you to send me a private email to fdelrio@live.com. We're not going to post this on the blog, but just that's my private email, fdelrio@live.com. And I promise you, I will use extreme discretion, and it'll only be between us. Let's help you out of your situation, or help that friend or family member that you know, and let's get them into a better place. So I look forward to connecting with you real soon. Until next time, have a great day.